Hi lovelies, you're welcome back to another interesting tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showing us how I created this beautiful top with front pleats using just a yard of Duchess fabric. So you want to watch this video to the end in order to recreate yours. So guys, to cut this, I already have my pattern paper here and I've gone ahead to mark out the shoulder line, the bust, this is the bust line, this is the waist, and this is the hem. So the hem is going to be the length of your blouse, alright? So the next thing I did was to impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. So this is the shoulder and I went ahead to mark it. Then I came to the bust line. I divided my bust by 4 and whatever I have there, I'm marking it down. Then coming to the hem of your blouse, that is on the pattern paper, you mark your hip measurement divided by 4. So that's what I did here. Then the next thing I did was to connect from the bust line to the hem of my paper. So I connected a slanted line there according to the measurements. Then when you come to the waistline, you come in by 1 inch, alright? So then at the hem, you come up by 2 inches, just the way I'm doing here. Then you connect the lines back, alright? So right now, that 1 inch from the waistline, I went ahead to connect it to the bust line. Then I connected it to the 2 inches we marked above the hem, alright? So this place is going to just be the way it is, or you can give it any shape of your choice. Alright, so the next thing we are going to be doing now is to mark our neckline. So the length and the width of this blouse is going to be 4 by 4. Reasons being that this top doesn't have a zipper. Alright, so you want your neckline to be wide in order to accommodate your head circumference. So go ahead and connect this. Remember, what I'm marking here is for the front bodice, alright? So I'll show you how to alternate to the back panel. So, but before that, we went ahead to fold in 1.5 inch. Alright, this is going to be the allowance for the pleats we are going to be working with. So you have to do this before you start imputing your measurements. Alright, I forgot to do this to show you earlier. So once you're done marking it out, you fold it inwards. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to get our armhole measurement, but before that we are going to be coming down by 1 inch at the shoulder line in order to connect our shoulder slants, just like this. Then the next thing you're going to do is to get your armhole measurement. So guys, in this channel I've actually made a detailed tutorial on how to cut a basic bodice, alright? So all these things are actually explained there. So if you want to get the detailed tutorial on how to get your armhole, kindly watch that video on our channel. Alright, so I've gone ahead to mark out my armhole measurement. Then I'll connect the bust point straight to that armhole measurement. But before that, we are simply going to mark our bust measurements on the armhole line, then connect with a straight line. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is to draw our armhole. So I'll measure what I have here and find the midpoint. Then go ahead and connect the curves. So when we are done doing this, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to be adding our side seam allowance. Since this is going to be a loose top, we are going to be adding 1.5 inch to the side, alright? So 1 inch is going to serve as ease, while the other half inch is going to serve as the sewing allowance. So let us go ahead and mark the 1.5 inches here. So once we are done drawing this line, the next thing we want to do is to eliminate all the sharp edges. But before that, we went ahead to create the curves on the armhole. Okay, just make sure the extension gets to our side seam. Then we went ahead also to eliminate the sharp edges. You don't want the sharp edges showing on your blouse, so we're going to be covering this, and we'll repeat the same thing for the hip line. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to be doing is to do the alteration for the back panel. So the neck width remains the same, but for the back we're going to be using the neck depth of 2 inches. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and connect this line. Then after that, we're going to work on the armhole area. Remember, the armhole depth of the front and the back is not the same. Alright, so we're going to be doing the alterations for this, and after that we'll go ahead and cut out our pattern. So guys, having cut out the back panel, we are going to take this and transfer it to our fabric, then come back to cut out the neckline and armhole for the front panel. So we are done cutting out the back panel. So for the front, what we are going to do right now is to cut out the neckline and the armhole. Then you want to open up the extension. This is the front extension, okay, the center front of our front panel, okay, our front bodice. So we've gone ahead to transfer both the back and the front panel to our fabric. So this is what we have for the front. I went ahead to notch that extension, that 1.5 inch we left earlier, okay. So we went ahead to notch it. So kindly remember that the front body should be wider than the back. So what we are going to do next is to turn the right side of our fabric. We are going to iron this, then take it to our sewing machine and sew that 1.5 inch we left earlier all the way to the bottom. Okay, so let me do that and show you what I mean. Alright guys, I've gone ahead to sew on that 1.5 inch. Can you see this? The next thing we're going to do is to open it up, take it to your to your ironing table, open up that pleat. Can you see how you're going to open it? You open the neckline as well, then give it a good press, making sure this extension is laying flat. So let me do that and I'll show you how it's looking like. So guys, this is what we have here. Can you see how flat it is? So this is how to achieve a blouse with a front pleat. The next thing we're going to do is to place the right side of each panel facing each other. We take it to our sewing machine. We're going to be joining the shoulders. Do the same for the other shoulder, then join the side seams as well. So we're going ahead to stitch the shoulder and the sides, okay. Then the next thing we're going to be doing is either with a bias tape or a long strap from your fabric. Go ahead, cut a long strap and hem the neckline, the armhole and the bottom. So I'll go ahead and do this and I'll show you the finished work. So this is what we have here after we are done turning the neckline, the armhole and the hem of our blouse. The next thing you want to do is to take this to your ironing table, open up all the seam lines and iron it properly. So guys, this is the finished work. If you actually got value from this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share, like and subscribe to our channels guys, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Alright, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.